All right. So the Resident Evil trailer released, and people are butthurt about it, and people are saying it's not like. People are saying the Resident Evil trailer is nothing like the games. So I'm gonna watch it because I honestly haven't sat and watched this trailer yet. So let's see. See what this shit's about.
Hello? I had a little bit of a problem on the road. I was wondering if I could use your phone. Hello?
First off, I'm already interested because what the fuck? This is spooky.
We're sorry.
I've never seen Weapons. I do plan on watching it though. I might watch it this week. I really didn't like Barbarian.
Look, I'm really sorry that we got disconnected earlier, but, some things have, happened. I'm in, like, a seriously fucked up situation right now. And it looks like there's a chance that we might not get to talk to each other again.
What the fuck is that? Like he's just chilling in the sewer? Oh my god, this is... What is that? Oh.
I love you.
Wow, that comes out this year, which is gonna be fucking great. Okay, so I don't know. Hold on, let me pause it real quick. I don't know because I've watched people talk about this, and people are saying, "Oh, this doesn't look like Resident Evil. What the fuck is this?" First off, this shot,
A little bit of a problem on the road. I was wondering if I could use your phone.
this feels like Resident Evil. This feels like Resident Evil 1 when you first get to the mansion. You don't know what the fuck you're about to get into. So, I'm already interested. Also, it's giving me Resident Evil 7 vibes, which Resident Evil 7 was a whole new take on the fucking Resident Evil games, and it worked because it was good. I loved that storyline.
Hello?
Sorry.
I want to know what the, like, if they're going to show the conversation between him and this woman, or they're just going to throw us right into the shit. Him being out in the middle of fucking nowhere, I'm curious if it's Raccoon City. And what year is it that he's using landlines? You know what I mean? This shot here, that's Resident Evil as fuck. That is so Resident Evil. This big bitch in the sewer, I don't know what that's about. All right, let's see. What is this shit?
No.
Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm seeing more creepy than anything. Like this is absolute. I already fucking know this is the climax of the fucking movie because the look of terror on his face, like, what the fuck is that? It's absolutely fucking perfect. He's scared, as you should be. Like, what is he carrying? Oh, you know what? It might just be a first aid kit. Because at this point, look, he's got a submachine gun. He's got a med kit. So I think something probably happened where, like in the was it Resident Evil? What was the second movie called? Apocalypse, where they had them go rescue the guy's daughter, and they had to go get something for her and all this other shit because she was. It was something like that. I don't remember. I gotta watch those movies again to be honest.
I love you.
Honestly, I think this movie is going to completely revive the Resident Evil live action. You know why? We haven't had a good live action Resident Evil um anything in God knows how long. And I know people fucking love to say this isn't Resident Evil because I don't see Quest, I don't see Leon, I don't see nothing I'm familiar with. Where's the liquors? Where's this? Where's this? You know why this works? Resident Evil isn't about those characters. They are the main characters, don't get me wrong, but it's not about that. Resident Evil was special because it was a survival horror series. This is the same energy as the Silent Hill movie. They took a completely different character that none of us know. They threw them into the shit, and all the events of Silent Hill, the movie, was literally Silent Hill 1, a bit of 2, and a little bit of 3 with the music. Um, and the Silent Hill movie, the first one, nobody's topping that movie. No matter how many times they make a Silent Hill movie, they will never top that movie. It was the best video game, horror, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And if you disagree with me, put that in the comments so I can know to never talk to you in real life. I'm just kidding. But I'm serious. Um this movie has an opportunity to do something that no studio has been trying to do. All they've been trying to force, what was that last one? Escape Raccoon City, the Netflix one. How did you fans like that movie? Don't worry, I'll wait. I know for a fact that movie was hot garbage. You know how I know it's hot garbage? Because I didn't have an interest in it because I saw the casting. No shade to the actors because they're just actors. But the creative direction of that movie was not necessary. Why are you force feeding us all of this stuff? It's like, I'm hungry. Here, have this big old buffet. I'm not really that hungry. Well, have this buffet. We don't need all of that. To case in point, might be an unpopular opinion, unpopular take. The very first Resident Evil live action movie. The only thing that people can say was a bad thing about that movie was none of the main characters were in it. No one. But I think that worked in its favor. Firstly, it took place in the Umbrella Corporation. We have no fucking idea what's going on in Umbrella, especially at the time that movie came out. There was little information about Umbrella, little information about what's going on behind the scenes. So they set us up before the events of everything. Obviously, the movie took a completely different direction in the series, but I absolutely enjoyed the fact that I don't know any of these characters. I have no history with them. I don't know their names. I don't know their mama. I don't know where they grew up. I don't know shit. So that gives me an opportunity to completely experience what they're experiencing. Because who are these people? How good can they, you know, how good are they in this situation? And sure as shit, it was excellent. And the way it ended, I thought the way it ended was by far one of the best ways to end the movie. They shit hits the fan, and this is a spoiler if you haven't seen this movie yet. And if you haven't, too bad. It's the future. The movie's been out for a while. They introduced, in a very sly way, I want him in the Nemesis program. That alone had me like, all right, I'm watching the next movie, baby. We going into a whole new world. We gonna see some familiar shit. And Apocalypse, Alice aside, was okay. Not great, but it was okay. The casting, was questionable in some instances, yeah. But Jill, oh my god, the casting for Jill, perfect. She was the perfect casting for Jill because it wasn't Jill fresh out the box. It wasn't Jill going through the fucking Arklay Mountains. It was Jill during her fucking she being her being the motherfucking one to get it done. We didn't see Chris. No word of Barry. No idea if Wesker is even going to be in this. And again, they brought us Jill, Nikolai, Carlos. Boom. We have the events of Resident Evil 3. I didn't play Resident Evil 3, and considering that I didn't, I was okay with it because I'm not biased now. I know the events of 3, so I watched it. The fact that they introduced Nemesis, but they also brought in the Resident Evil 3 elements, I thought that was fucking genius. Because for somebody who never played 3, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great movie. It was fun. They had all the things people wanted. They had the fucking dogs. They had the fucking liquors. They had the obscure fucking visuals. Now there was some stuff that I thought was a little bit corny and kind of unnecessary. Now you're up to your own interpretation of that. And if you haven't seen that movie, again, it's been out for a while. Go watch it. But all in all, I thought the Nemesis for the time, the special effects looked good. Nemesis, what they did afterwards was kind of like, all right, well, you guys lost me. I'm not going to go into any of the other movies because, to be honest, I stopped caring after that point. The Netflix series, unpopular opinion, I thought it was going to be a good show. It was a completely different take. What they did with Wesker was fucking weird, but I just let the show play out and ignored that for the most part. Could have been a lot better, sure, but we don't know what direction they could have gone with it. Unfortunately, we'll never know. But as far as this movie goes, I have such high hopes for this movie because this is the same feeling I got when Resident Evil 7 came out. And I found out it was, firstly, I found out it was in first person. I was already like, fuck that. Resident Evil ain't first person. I want to be able to see my fucking corners. I want to see what's going on. But you know what? That aside, introducing Ethan, I wasn't interested. And then I played the game, and Ethan, oh my god, Ethan Winters is my favorite protagonist because he's nothing, and not in a literal sense of nothing. He's not special ops. He's not a part of a special combat unit. He's not associated with Umbrella. He's not associated with Stars. None of that. He is just a guy trying to protect his family. And you want to know what's the best thing about that for me? It felt like they understood the assignment of what can make Resident Evil scary. Well, let's just put regular people in crazy situations again. On top of that, it being hillbilly horror. I hate hillbilly horror, but I loved it because it was fucking freaky. It was so freaky. And then obviously Village. Village was a very short game in my opinion, but Village was good. They wrapped it all up. This movie has the potential of being the Resident Evil 7 of the live action universe. And I am very excited about this movie. And I intend to watch this movie. And I hope everyone else gives this movie a shot, especially the people who are like, I'm a diehard Resident Evil fan. And I like to, anyway, I won't say that because, I don't want to get in trouble. But please, for the love of everything, if you're a hardcore Resident Evil fan, give this movie a little bit of wiggle room. The live action universe of anything is so hard to capture the magic. This movie could very well be that thing. It could be the lightning in the bottle that we've been waiting for a live action Resident Evil movie. And if you disagree, I can totally understand that, We don't want live action of everything. Like, I'll be damned if I see another live action Dragon Ball movie, even though we all know that that's probably going to happen again. I hope it doesn't happen again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support means a great amount to me. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. So until next time, stay frosty, stay cool, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.